all of the vaccines. Some of them fight all of the viruses, like all the different strains. The
Can
UK
you
strain,
can you test the volume while you're telling the story?
Britain strain. Hello, 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 hello.
Okay, yeah. Now check it on the internet. Sorry, vaccine. Yeah.
Yeah. And I have to check your thing.
Or I can check it. Keep talking.
Okay. Yeah, he's just saying that some of them cover all of the all of the viruses, or all of the strains, and some don't.
All right, you're loud and clear.
Awesome. Beautiful. So I think that's a problem. And you want the vaccine to cover all strains of the virus, not some. You know.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah. In Toronto, at least, I thought it was in Canada as well. We're starting with the really elderly people and then moving our way down. Like I think Aboriginals are able to get it, or sort of Native Americans, people over I think 75, and health workers. Right now, I think that's it. And
All right. Well, not to take this in a different direction, but I'm kind of planning, like, for when it ends, I might just go on a trip or something.
really, that's cool. Where are you gonna go?
Okay. Well, now that we have the show going, I have this plan because I heard there's a couple of places where you can make YouTube videos and you don't get taxed.
Interesting. I didn't know you got taxed making YouTube videos, but okay.
Well, you're supposed to pay tax on income when you live in Canada.
Yeah.
But apparently there's some places. One of them's called Andorra.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
So it's near Spain. And I guess there's a lot of YouTubers that are just moving there right now. So I was thinking, I start sending you, whatever per show amount, like
Right.
PayPal or something,
Okay.
or email transfer. Then I move over there, set up like a little, just basically like a broadcasting station,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, and then at some point, if we're making enough money, we can just, well, we could set up another one here for that rich.
You're gonna be in Andorra. In Andorra, you want me to set up one in Toronto? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, okay. Here's the thing. We're on episode 100, right? So we're
Oh,
bare.
really? Oh, crap. This is more than the shows we ever did.
Well, I was counting, like, you remember all those little ones we did with Ash?
That's true.
So I don't know if we've actually done 100 shows where we were talking the whole time. A couple of the shows were just me trying to figure out how Zoom works.
Yeah, I noticed those.
One of them is just me talking and you can't hear you at all. It's so funny. It sounds like I'm talking to myself for an hour.
And apparently you lost Travis's one, which is really good.
Oh, man. Okay, that's the kind of recording, I have to tell you, because I used to do podcasts a lot. That's the kind of recording that will just surface. I swear. It'll just pop into like a weird drive at some point and I'll put it on the internet and go, this lost tape from 2 years ago is finally found. So.
But if you film this live, doesn't YouTube have a copy because you did it live? Or you do not do that one live?
See, that's a really good point. We should have done it live. If we didn't, I don't know why we didn't.
You didn't do it live? Okay, that's why you don't have this time.
I don't know if we did it live. Like, what? Okay, here's the question. Why wouldn't we have done it live? We did everything.
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. We were doing everything live.
But you should have saved it as a copy. That's what it did when I did something live.
Well, okay, you're right. Maybe it is. It might be there somewhere. It could be like sitting in the live streams, and I just didn't notice it or something. And Travis is still doing his Wednesday goals, so
Good.
yeah, we can.
Bizarre, but good.
Oh, like every Wednesday, I see he posts a thing about goal setting.
Oh, I thought you were meaning he's maintaining his Wednesday goals. I'm like, how many Wednesday goals do you have?
No. I mean, every Wednesday he writes a message on his Instagram about goals.
That's cool.
So he's kind of like, okay, remember when you met him? He interacts with people like a goals coach. Because as soon as you were kind of making a joke, he was like, get serious. What's your timeline?
Yeah, I don't think he really understood the Joker's.
He did, though. He knew, because I told him ahead of time. I said, you know, this guy's going to come at you as Joker. He doesn't hold back. And he's like, okay, fine. If I have
He
to...
kind of made the Joker look like an idiot, which I thought was really funny.
Yeah, it made it seem like the Joker had no direction in his crime life. So yeah, a couple of the things I wanted to talk about. You remember our old bandmate Ash?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we had a falling out, and
What?
yeah, the band is done.
Oh,
He's not playing the drums. He doesn't want to have anything to do with our show. I told him we're basically rich now that we have a sponsor, BetterHelp.com. Great counseling website. Go check it out. And he was like, I don't care if you're rich. I don't need to be in a band. And I was like, listen, you do need to be in a band. I don't think you even know what being in a band is like. So you wouldn't know what you're missing out on. But he just kept texting me like, delete my number and I don't want to talk to you and all this stuff.
What?
I know. I think I pushed too hard. I think I oversold the dream.
All of this because of a band?
But okay, the whole band premise was just to get him on the show.
I know.
He either figured it out, he's like, this isn't a real band, or he doesn't want to be rich and famous. I don't even know what. It's one of the two or both of those things.
I just think he's lazy.
Okay, well, don't say anything bad because he's really mad at us. Well, me, but
why is he mad at me?
he's not mad at you except for you remember this thing that happened where he stole your line or something? I don't know. He was making.
Oh wait, is that him on Instagram?
Yeah, that's him on Instagram, and he was stealing the Joker lines, and now he thinks that you guys are like competitive jokers.
Really?
Yeah, he keeps bringing up. He's like, well, Andy says I stole his line, but that's not even his line. And I was like, he knows it's not his line, but as the Joker, he has to, maintain his property rights. So anyway, it's pretty sad, but I think he'll get over it. Before the yellow carrots even got started.
He just didn't seem. He just seemed very down to earth. I never understood.
We had such a good name.
Birthday on the 8th.
You can't beat a name like the Yellow Carrots. I spent a week just trying to come up with that name.
I don't know.
So anyway, we're gonna have to look for a new drummer.
No, I'm not surprised he's not coming on the show, but I'm disappointed.
Well, he doesn't like Zoom either. He said, I don't like going on Zoom. I only like Instagram.
Can't we do Instagram video chat then?
Well, I don't know. No, you said you don't Instagram.
I don't have Instagram video, no.
That feels like a lie, but I'm just gonna roll with it.
You think it's a lie? No.
Well, everyone has it. Everybody has it.
This does not work.
You have a BlackBerry? What's wrong with you?
I know. That's why it doesn't work. It's not me.
What year was your phone made?
It's going to get. I don't know. This is a Q20.
That's an old phone, man. I can't believe you're like a dinosaur.
Well, its screen started to crack again, so I may have to get a new phone again.
Are you worried that you're turning into your father?
No, my father doesn't have a BlackBerry. He has an iPhone. I'm not turning into my phone.
Your own father's more tech savvy than you.
Yeah, not exactly, but yeah. Well, he doesn't seem to really understand that he's supposed to bring his phone when he leaves the house.
Oh.
It really frustrates me because I tell people to bring their phones wherever they go just so I can contact them if need be.
He likes to disconnect.
Yeah, his phone dies. Whatever. Um, yeah, so.
What did you have anything that you wanted to talk about on the show since it's been so long?
My job is getting very boring, but I feel like I've said this already.
Okay, well, what does boring mean exactly?
It's just I don't have a lot of tasks to do,
Oh.
and I really don't like closing anymore because there really isn't many things to do.
Are you?
Here's some great news. So I bought this speaker, not
Okay.
exactly for the department, but for me. But in the end, I had to stay in the department.
Right.
One of the new guys decided to leave the speaker where all the dishes are.
Okay.
And the cleaners apparently are notorious for stealing shit.
Oh yeah, you gotta watch the cleaners.
My speaker is gone. So I'm not happy about that. It only cost me like $65. Still, I'm not happy about that. And he's like, I'll buy you a new one. I'm like, okay. It has a week to purchase a new one of these speakers, and then I'm buying a new one for the department, and I'm giving the key to one person I trust, and that's it. I'm locking it in my locker.
Interesting. So you're on like security mode.
Well, I don't want it stolen again, and this kid has now lost my trust.
How many people could have stolen it potentially?
Well, he believes that his friend that works in the department stole my speaker because this guy has a history of stealing stuff from his friend. And I'm like, but he's not my friend. Why would he steal from me?
Right.
We don't know each other.
Yeah, you're not close enough to be stolen from.
Like, if I stole a shirt from George, he'd probably be like, yo, where's my shirt? But he'd know I have it.
Yeah, like one time, do you remember that time that you stole my paintball gun?
I have a story for paintball gun.
Or like, you tried to grab it that one time?
I feel like this is a euphemism, but we're going to move on from this.
Well, I was interviewing you as the Joker.
Okay. Oh, yes.
And then I handed you the saw, and you said, "Yeah, you could kill anyone with this," or something. No, you could kill. Your direct line was, "You could kill anyone with anything," and then I handed you the saw. But I had the paintball gun.
Was I in my Joker voice, or was I wearing a mask?
Here, let's role play. Okay, I'll be the kid that thought he could steal from you, and you be the Joker. Like, if you could say anything to this guy, right? Okay.
Are you putting on my mask?
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, I would probably
put
need.
The mask on?
Yeah, for the scene, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Andy. I'm really glad that we're friends now. Oh, I noticed you had that new speaker over there. When you're not around, I may just pick it up, okay? Just because that's what friends do.
I don't know who Andy is. Who is... What are you talking about here?
Oh, hey, Mr. Joker. I just made friends with this guy named Andy, and he has this new speaker, and I figured since we're friends, I can just grab it whenever I want.
You want to grab a speaker? Go grab a speaker, son. I don't care.
Do you think anything will happen to me, Joker, if I grab my brand new friend Andy's speaker without asking him?
Who is this friend, Andy? Is he a terrorist? Is he...
He just works with me at the grocery store.
Has he ever had any violent tendencies towards you?
Well, he told me that, he's killed a lot of people.
He's killed a lot of people, then, sir. You should probably watch your back and not take his speaker.
But we're friends, so I can do whatever. We're friends, so I can do whatever I want, so.
And that's not how friendship works.
Yeah, that's what my parents told me. Friends steal each other's shit.
All of your parents are idiots.
Oh man. And scene. That's what you would say to him? Your parents are idiots?
It wasn't me, but
that was one of our best scenes though. Like we almost never enter and exit scenes with like straight lines.
Yeah, so anyway, that's funny. I mean,
what if you set up like a little camera and put something nice near him and just to like see?
See if he takes it. I don't know. I don't think his friend will get. I think the cleaners will get And he said his shoes were taken, and then he blames his friend again. And I'm like, okay, buddy, you need to like hash it out with your friend here. But I don't think he took my shoes.
Okay, well, I hate to go in this direction, but are the cleaners? Is there a reason that the cleaners are getting painted with the brush of criminals? It's not because they're like a minority, is it?
I have no idea. I mean,
Because that would be
Well,
that would be racial profiling.
if they actually stole my colleague's shoes, I don't think they stole them so they could wear them. I think they stole them so they could sell them.
Who cares why they stole someone's shoes?
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to understand. If they steal a speaker, they probably use that for themselves, or they are selling it too. But we've lost other things that weren't even belonging to people.
So your point is, if they needed the stuff bad enough, that they should be allowed to commit a crime?
I didn't say any of that. I just been trying to understand why they would have taken what they taken, if they took what they took.
I can understand if it's a loaf of bread and their child was dying of hunger. But we're not talking about bread.
They've stolen other things. Like they stole the tray that catches the meat. I mean, why would you take that?
Well, that just for the thrill. That one's for kicks.
Maybe they just started stealing little things, thinking no one would notice, and then upgraded to see if anyone would notice them.
Well, actually, there's a lot of female celebrities that went through a klepto phase, and then people would always say, "Wonder why she needs to steal stuff. She's a millionaire."
Yeah, those people have serious issues. Like Addison Rae, who's on TikTok and having mental strain because she has so many followers. Like, wow, you become a celebrity and then you have, you know.
Okay, well, since
brain pain.
you brought up TikTok, so I'm gonna bring up Clubhouse.
Okay.
So we're talking about social media. Everyone hates it, but I have to at least plug Clubhouse as potentially better than the rest. Like, TikTok is full of people dancing. No one cares.
TikTok is stupid. Okay?
Exactly. And it's fun to dance. I'm not saying dancing's not fun. And I would probably make a TikTok dancing video. So my point isn't that TikTok shouldn't exist. But this new one, Clubhouse, these are people talking about real issues. Like, this could change the conversation on the planet.
Real issues.
Sometimes they're just like flirting with you. It's kind of a dating app as well. It's very hard to know what people are doing on there, actually.
Date someone's voice.
You can see their photo, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have a profile photo. But you kind of have to wait. It's like an open mic. You gotta wait for the mic before you can flirt with the girl. You gotta like work your way up to the front of the Clubhouse and be like.
How do you get the mic?
You basically there's a little button you can push where it says "I want to talk next."
Oh, that's cool. It's like the talking pillow.
It is kind of cool. Yeah. And I was telling you before we started the show, I was recording someone just because I'm kind of new on there, and in a way, I'm nervous. Like, I don't really. Part of it is I want to record everything so that I don't feel like someone's tricking me, which sounds so stupid now that I say, but I was recording a conversation and then testing the audio for our show, and so I just uploaded it. And then when I was listening to it, somebody admitted to doing a crime on my... So now I think I should probably take it down. But
it's up to you, man. So it's on your channel now, this recording?
Yeah.
I can listen to it?
Yeah, it's the show right before this. Oh, here's the other thing. Okay, I was waiting all week just to tell you this. We have our first official, other than Ash, fan/heckler.
Oh, why are they a heckler?
Okay, well, because we're a roast show, just since that's like the direction it seems to go, a couple of the people that want to come on, I think we could roast because they're comedians.
Okay.
You might know them, but that's beside the point. That would be in the future. Say we do turn into a roast show. This is perfect. Someone commented on our videos. It could be Ash. I don't even know. but it's someone heckling us in our own comments. It's amazing.
What did they say?
So they go, it's the episode, I'm just going to do a flashback. It's the episode where, I was waiting for you. I think it was our last one. I was waiting for you for a long time, and I was talking to the camera about music, and then you came on, and you were doing the drums, and you were also telling a joke about divorce with the billboard sign. That story, and you were telling it kind of, I think we had a beat going. Anyway.
Yes, I remember that.
So it was kind of a cool concept, like telling a joke to a beat, that kind of thing. And someone commented, it's so funny, they go, waste of my time.
Wow.
It's the perfect comment because either, there's two options. Either they didn't know that we are a roast show and are becoming, like either they walked into that just perfectly, or they caught the episode where we decided to become a roast show, which was I think like 3 ago, and they were like, perfect, I'm going to start roasting these guys, this is a roast show. Which is also great.
Yeah, I found it.
It's hilarious. I find that so funny because in a way, this person is right. Like, that show was, and I knew the whole time, like, this looks probably so silly. If I watched this, I'd be like, I don't even know what's happening. This guy's just standing there, like, waiting for someone.
Well, Edward Rivers, I agree. Sometimes this show is a waste of my time.
Ed Rivers. And, if I find Ed Rivers and I ever get to roast him to his face, I'm just going to say, thank you. I'm glad this isn't a live audience show because I would throw my beer at you. But
dude, this guy has 1 subscriber.
I know. I think it's Ash. I think Ash signed up for a fake account just to heckle us.
I don't think this is Ash.
That's how mad he is. Ash got so mad at me today.
Unless Ash got like his father's picture and he wears a turban. That could be
The heckler wears a turban? Ooh, that's good material.
Yeah, haven't you looked at the picture of this guy?
No, I wanted to get
I
your...
do not think this is...
I didn't want to roast him back at all, just before, so I first wanted to...
I think this is a prank. There's one video.
It's so perfect. It's something we can build our show on. It's like a foundation.
Oh God, you don't want to know who this person is.
I just think it's such a godsend. Like,
warning: expressed in this short film is intended to reach a couple of business owners and their employees. Please pass this on to ensure they are forewarned. Thank you.
like we were given the gift of a roast, of a, what do you call it, heckler.
Not really a roast,
We were given...
I give you every seed, plant, kind of cut off. On the face of the whole earth, every tree has fruit in it.
Yeah. We were blessed with a heckler.
Did you watch this to see if you could get any kind of spiritual guidance and then didn't get that, so was disappointed?
I don't know who he is, but I feel it's a blessing. And I hope we get more mean comments, because this is just going to give us content.
Okay, I'm gonna send you the link to this. You can watch this actual subscriber. Or you can subscribe to us.
Yeah, so from now on, we just heckle the crap out of that. Or, is it called heckling when we do it back? Or no?
Yeah.
No. It's called, like, clowning. Oh, we clown on that guy, because he's the heckler.
Oh, is that it? Is that how it works?
I think that's, when you clown someone, I think they're the heckler, and you're the clown.
So you're clowning. I thought clowning is just like pranking and just...
Like, well, no, we clown him now that he's kind of said to us, listen, I'm into this shit. I don't know what it is.
I think we retort. Isn't it retorting because we're being heckled?
It's a retort. Yeah, it's a retort.
Yeah. Clowning is when you're screwing around. Like,
True.
We'll be like, I'm just clowning, that's all.
That's true.
It
could be called a comeback.
That's true. That's comeback works too.
So yeah, we have a couple characters on the show. We have Ash the villain. We have this guy, the heckler. And when we have some guests on, like, I've got a lot of interest in the show, But part of it is the comedians I know, they don't really fully understand what's going to happen to them when they get in this Zoom. And I said to them, like, the way I look at it, Andy's an actual comic. I met him at Hawaii Bar. Like, I have no problem. Like, okay, here's the thing. It's all, to me, it's all love. Like, if they come in here, at the end of the day, I want to make a show which is entertaining. Just like if this was a real,
Yeah, you should be like, I'm
Yeah.
not intentionally trying to ruin your career, but if it happens, you can't blame me.
Exactly, and then I said to a couple of these guys, like, in my world, if you came on and just, like, held your own, that's the win. On an actual roast show, just sitting there and not letting it get to you, that's basically how you win.
Yeah.
There's a famous roast show, there's a couple famous roast shows, but one of them's in LA, and yeah, essentially, if you can make it through to the end of the show, that's the only sign of victory. And then the audience would vote. So I was thinking, as soon as we start getting guests, we need to somehow be able to rate them. Like, okay, so here's an example. If someone comes on like Travis, and he's a genuinely nice guy, and he's not a comedian, he doesn't even really care if he's getting roasted, right? He thinks he's there to provide information, which he is. But then if a person comes on that's got comedy as their
I
lifestyle,
don't know if that's true. If he wouldn't care that he's being roasted, I think he just would try to, level with the person. Like, if he's giving some advice about goals, and the person just starts making fun about their goals, which is kind of what I did. He'd probably think I'm serious and try to understand what I actually mean.
yeah,
But I think also when I was a joker, he sort of knew that I was clowning around.
fair. Okay, so we got 6 minutes left.
I don't think he's the best person to roast.
Okay,
And as far as I understand with roast, how it works is you pick a target to roast.
yeah,
They all roast this target.
Yeah.
And at the end, the target gets to speak up. Isn't that how it works?
yeah, and we should have that format. Like, I would say there's 4 or 5 comics that I've been messaging, and they're gonna come on eventually. They kind of just want a little format, like you just said. So, what's gonna happen? Like, how much time do I get to talk?
Well, who are they roasting? You, me?
Exactly. It could be either. Well, a couple of them would roast me, because that'd be funny. Like, we kind of have a fake beef from open mics. And then, you've already done. Okay, so if we use the one that we did already, I would say that went successfully, except for Travis was an easy. He didn't even try because that's not his thing. Whereas these comics are gonna try to roast both of us, or if we pit them against you or the Joker, like you could be in character, I could be in character, I could just be Cody. I like roasting, but it would kind of depend on the person. Like if they knew me.
Travis didn't get roasted though. He more or less roasted me.
I agree, and that was kind of a test. Like I didn't want to bring on a comic and then have. It could have been chaos. Like if some young smart comic, like a girl I'm picturing, comes on and just roasts the shit out of Joker.
Wow.
It could be a mess. Like it could be.
That would be good.
It could ruin our show. I wasn't ready for that. Huh?
I think that would be great.
Well, it's gonna happen because a couple of them are girls, and then imagine like one of these. A couple of the guys. They were like open mic guys. Like, do you remember this kid Jay?
No, I don't.
He's a brown guy. Anyway, he roasts the shit out of me all the time. And he wants to come on the show. So I was picturing him versus Joker. But it's gonna get messy, man. Like, this kid has no filter. That's what his whole thing is. He loves racist material. Just absolutely loves it. He messages me sometimes. I want to out him a little bit right now because he shouldn't be doing this. He messages me in the middle of the night about, like, girls. And he'll just be like, something about white girls, and I'll just be like, this is so it's 2 in the morning for one thing, and also Jay, like, grow up, man. Like, I don't care about your racist, sexist bullshit. Anyway, so that's an example of someone that could come on, and it would be like fire versus fire. We would just have to wait him out while he's blabbering on about racist.
The only thing you have to think about is you can't shut them down.
Exactly, and that's part of it. We gotta say, here's the format. Cody's in Spain. He controls the clock. You don't get any extra time to talk. We're gonna pay you, so even if Joker just makes you feel like shit, you're getting paid. So just take your money and leave. Never come back if we didn't like you. But anyway, they're interested in the show. Especially one of them found out we have a sponsor, so he thinks we're like. I basically told him that I would pay him a lot, and he believed me, which isn't. I wouldn't pay him a lot, but I would pay him.
I'm waiting for my first check, but you think it's gonna be on.
Dude, you're gonna. As soon as I get to Spain, or maybe sooner, I'm just gonna start firing money at you.
When are you planning to go to what is it called?
Andorra.
Andorra.
Yeah, it's a tax-free safe haven for YouTubers.
When are you going there?
Google this. It's a YouTube. They call this a YouTuber's paradise. They're saying all the YouTubers are moving there.
All the channels I haven't been charged for any of them. But
The
then
what?
again, I'm not getting paid either.
Okay, but you're first to get paid, and now that we have BetterHelp, actually, you should probably say, we only have 2 minutes left, just say one nice thing about BetterHelp so that we make sure we get this.
What is BetterHelp again?
BetterHelp's a website. They sponsor us, BetterHelp.com. And all it is if you're needing a new therapist, that's how you can find a therapist. It doesn't do the therapy. It just connects you with someone in your area.
Well, that's actually very handy for people in need of therapist.
Yeah. And I broke up with a therapist before, so.
Broke up with a therapist? You were dating?
We only have no. I mean, like, we only have a minute left. But next time on the show, we're gonna discuss. We're gonna discuss how a person would leave a therapist, and I call it a breakup. But you're right; it's not technically. You're not firing a therapist, though, really.
You only fire a therapist if you're paying the therapist.
All right, Andy. Another great episode. We've done it again. Catch you next time on Northern News with a Z.
Yes,
BetterHelp.com.
BetterHelp. Better luck next time.
I can't believe we're rich almost.
Woohoo!
Where is my mic?